Okay, this would be Tplus45 because today is Monday, May 5th, 2025. Yeah, so I guess I'll call it today because this is when the awareness wants to come through, but let's have a look. So I'm going to focus in here. And the sun is out, but there's raindrops falling. Not exactly sure. Oh, my butt hurts sitting on these sticks here. No. Yeah, so not sure where the rain's coming from because the sun's out. Looks like a pretty blue sky, but it is. So your enjoyment, you can watch. If you're a visual person, you can watch the water falling, raindrops falling in the puddle, pool, pond. It's not a pond, it's not that big. We had a lot of rain last week or so, so everything just a lot of water around. So yeah, and then listen to the birds in the background, incredible. And what else is in the background? Kind of like Sat Nam Rasayan, where you're supposed to make all sounds equal, the loud, annoying, present sounds and the distant, faraway sounds. You give them all the same attention. Yeah, so you do that, and I'm going to tell you about how yesterday tantra session has informed my tantra path and my LET experience. So I had a tantra yoga session, and I usually like to ahead of time do a sacred space by myself just to see. There's things that I wanted to ask, questions that I just feel like I can't, and some of them are like simple questions, like people can relate to some of that. So that was what came up to do for this tantra session, is to give a voice, and it felt like all it wanted was a voice, and it didn't even need an answer. I just need to be okay to ask something that I felt nervous about for some reason, like bizarre reason, which I don't even know, but for it to be okay for me to be in a safe place to ask it, and whatever the answer is, it doesn't matter. It's just me learning to be okay with that, giving things a voice. So it seemed like that's how things were going to go. So when we start our yoga session, we usually sit, Indian style, half lotus, cross-legged, whatever you call it, sitting face to face, closed. It's just getting tuned in. It's nothing weird or anything. And it felt like my mind was saying, okay, this is the time to say what my intention is, to be able to ask whatever question comes up that somehow has nervous energy related to it, just to give it a voice and see what's going on and explore that energy, right? That's what my intent was. And like before I could even speak, that my hands kind of like went up the upper arms to the shoulders to the neck, and it started into a neck massage. Sitting in easy pose facing each other is not necessarily the best or easiest posture for giving a neck massage. So it's kind of like, oh, this is like really weird. I thought I was supposed to like start talking and have the session was going to be more about me saying things, asking what makes me nervous. And I said, well, this is just like flowing. Like I didn't do any of this. It's just everything just set up. It's moving. Just go with it. We'll see what goes on. And that head and neck massage was like incredible, right? I mean, the hands just like guided themselves up along the back of the neck, over by the ears, up across towards the eye sockets. It kind of was just like finding all these little spots. And the partner was just like eyes closed. We wound up touching foreheads just so we wouldn't be straining our backs. And it just felt like so connected. And so I was grateful for that. Reflecting last night and early today on why did it feel so guided at one point to be a verbal conversation, and then it switches so quickly to be a non-verbal, like guided neck rub. And pondering that, what came up was the soul's part. Yeah, my mind needs to ask for things, right? Give it a voice and that. But my soul wants things. It wants to experience certain things. That's kind of what the impression I got after pondering. It feels like my soul wanted that connection, that guidance, that flow, that feeling, that like divine nectar kind of thing. Like when you just connect with someone, things are just flowing, and you feel energy's moving, the other person's just receiving it, and it's just kind of, oh. It was about my soul connecting, asking my questions through the energies, and receiving the energies, answers through the feedback. Perhaps, I don't know, maybe it was something different. I can't speak for what her perception of that experience was, right? We shared that experience, right? But my perception of what was going on in me and what she was seeing is, whatever hers is hers. I can't speak on that. I just can say what mine was. My soul an opportunity to request, to find, to receive. And it doesn't have to be through a voice. It's just kind of like two souls talking to each other communicate differently. It doesn't have to be through voice. You create those spaces. You spend an hour, you do all that work, move the energy. Things just open up, expand. Man, if you could bottle that stuff, that's crazy.